Now, this video is about to be wild for real. But before we get into it, I want to send a huge shout out to Tommy Truthful and everybody over at the Truth Mafia. You guys do great work over there, and I really appreciate you guys inviting me into the group. So I appreciate it, and I'm happy to come on board. So let's get into this video. Now, Trump just posted this to his Truth Social, holding six wild cards. And he says, I have all the cards. Now, Trump, don't get it past you for you people that, think that Trump says dumb stuff, that he acts stupid, that he is stupid, because he's not. See, he's freaking sly like a fox. He makes you think that he's dumb, but really he knows a lot more and is doing a lot more than you guys could ever give him credit for. So he's playing a very slick move. But what I'm going to show you is, think about it. This wild card talk about him in general has been around for a long time. See, as of May 2026, during his second term, Donald Trump is frequently characterized as a wild card in politics due to his unpredictable nature with commentators, supporters, analysts, and then see unpredictability as a strategy. Wild card presidency. And see, it's the analysts, the media, everybody has been saying this, and it's a reason why they're saying it, because they're speaking in a code that most people are not picking up on. And he's not just embracing it, him making that post is sounding the alarm in a sense. Now, some interesting things come up in Gematria when you put in Donald Trump wildcard or you put in Donald John Trump wildcard. So when you put in Donald Trump wildcard, look at what comes up. 67. Okay, there's your 6-7. All right, and for people that don't know, the 6-7 really represents the jump, okay, from the natural to the spiritual realm, because people would say 6 is like Lucifer's number, 7 is a godly number, it's an angelic number. So they're trying to put the 6 over the 7. All right, and they love to revert it because, see, look, you got 6-7, 67, and then you got 76. So I find that very interesting. But also look what comes up: goodbye forever and last president. All right, and then right here it has the 140, the 1 in the triple fours, and you guys can see the triple four. I've talked about that a lot of times. The four times, the four corners, north, south, east, and west. It goes all into that, but I've made a bunch of videos on that, so we'll keep going with this. So again, interesting things come up when you look into Donald John Trump as wild card. Look at that, Lucifer's genetic tampering. So what would that be? Think about that for a second. And then you have things pop up like, give me freedom or give me death. And that's usually put together, people, when they think of that, they think of revolution. So it's all in the coding of what they're telling you. And when you can pick it apart, you can know what is coming next. Now, be sure to tune in tonight at 9 o'clock. I'm going to be doing a special broadcast that's going to be talking a lot about this stuff, about something huge is probably more than likely coming. But I want to show you guys some similarities here. This is why I believe, based on what my research and what I'm seeing, something very big will be coming in the beginning of June. And here's one of the reasons why I see it. Now remember, on June 6th in 1944 was D-Day, okay? That's why, in a sense, Trump is holding up the wild cards. He's holding the wild cards. He's letting you guys know things are about to get wild, and he's holding all the cards. So notice during World War II, and always notice when they mention World War II, they put it like, Roman numerals. And there's a reason for that, because it looks as if it's an 11. Okay, like I'd always told you, 2, the magician's number. It's just 1 mirrored. But they make sure they want it to look like it's an 11. Now, this was the largest seaborne invasion in history. And now notice this year, all right, you will have 666 again, because it is 2026. So in the date, there will be a 666. Now, I want you guys to notice this. They always put it in the numbers with stuff. Look, the operation, over 150,000 allied troops. There's the 1-5 again. It's everywhere. Every time I keep showing these, I mean, can you guys not agree this is beyond coincidence at this point? The 1-5 is everywhere. And then look, forces involved, approximately 7,000. And then what? Ships, landing craft, and 13,000 aircraft supported the assault. With these wars, they have to make sure, because see, with war, it's one major blood sacrifice. That's what it is. It's a culling of the herd in a sense, but it's also major blood rituals to these people for power. But this is what's coming is going to be a world war like people have never seen. We're talking stateside between people with rations running low, stuff like that. There's going to be civil and world war. So it's going to be a war that like people have never seen before. And they're throwing subtle hints at you to let you know what may be coming. But I'm telling you guys, between it being Beltane on the 1st of May and the 250th anniversary of the Illuminati, and with that you get the 7, the 5 plus 2 is 7. This is marking because it's a quarter of a millennia. The quarter, the 4, okay, the 4 corners, a quarter of a millennia. I believe, based off of all the numerology, all of the events, all the hints they're throwing everybody, something is absolutely going to happen between May to June. I see it happening by June 6th. So whatever time that happens, and like I said, I'm not going to name any dates or anything, but based on the numerology, that's what I'm going to break down on the show tonight, that I can label within a few different dates that I see. But June 6th is a big one to be watching out for. And I believe they said that a huge volcano was supposed to erupt on June 6th or something like that. But there's a lot of stuff. Like I always say, keep your eyes open because there's some big things coming. But be sure to check out the show that I'm dropping tonight. It's going to explain a lot more. We're going to do a real deep dive into a lot of what Trump's been posting lately and connecting a lot of dots. So I'll see you guys tonight at 9.